IKEA.
And one of the epic nights in the NBA. We welcome you to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. Up and down both of these rosters, it's just loaded with talent. It's going to be an interesting All-Star game this year, and if it's anything like what we've seen in the last couple of years, we'll be in for a few surprises as well. And guys, you'll often hear other guards around the league talk about just how difficult it is to match up against Russell Westbrook. I mean, can you quantify why it's so difficult, Shaq?
Well, he physically punishes smaller players with his strength and speed. He's absolutely fearless and relentless. He's probably the only guard I've seen dunk that thing like he dunked that thing.
Like he really means it.
Yes.
Yeah, Westbrook, there's no way to play him. You can't play off him. You can't defend him. He can take you in the post. His motor is at full throttle all the time.
How's your motor doing right now, big fella?
It's on idle, is it?
Thanks for the brutal honesty. That wraps it up for us. We'll see you later.
Check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo out there with Jimmy Butler. That's Kyrie Irving. That's LeBron James. And it's DeRozan in at the shooting guard. Now here's Davis. Harden outside. Pass to Curry. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Antetokounmpo passes to Irving. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. Lets him go with a three. James too good.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Three-pointer. Another miss by James. On defense, the East All-Stars. Curry shot is off.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Taps in the tray.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now? You know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
Now here's Curry. Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. The East All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Westbrook. Outside Leonard. There's the pick. The three from Harden. A putback. And Westbrook is right there.
Excellent timing on that tip in. That's something that makes him so good. I mean, just great timing in the air around the basket. Get.
Irving kicks to James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think he's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
And here's Harden for 3. And Irving with the rebound. Now the East All-Stars with it. James pitch to
player. The razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Curry. Green comes in for Anthony Davis. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lance Thompson in for James Harden. West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. They trail by 6. Westbrook against Lowry. Westbrook dishes to Cousins. Can't hit from 12.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Antetokounmpo kicks to George. Now here's LeBron. Millsap a screen on Cousins. From deep three-point range. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. East All-Stars lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far on what the East All-Stars are doing?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 6-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset.
Oh, man. Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Cousins with a screen for Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. East with the ball. They lead by 4. And Wall kicks to Lowry. Puts up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. 4-on-3 break. Lets it fly from 18. Hits the front of the rim and out. Ball against Thompson. Hayward. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on George. West All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. A free throw dropped for Hayward. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jordan, he's checked in for Cousins. Gasol comes in for Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. It's Stephen Curry in for Russell Westbrook. And a switch here also for the East. Thomas is checked in. George passes to Wall. And what was that about? That was a shot right there. Outside. From outside the arc. Without that one, the East All-Stars lose. They've got down to 2 on the front from Stephen Curry.
Really well done there. Just perfectly composed. Never got hurt.
And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist from Thomas. Millsap's got his first basket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Jordan kicks to Curry. Jordan the screen. And it falls over the rim and in. Here's Thomas. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Dish down to Wall. Inside. Millsap has his second shot. 2 for 2.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Jordan with the screen on Thomas. Gasol setting the pick for Curry. They get it again. Outside for Gasol. Another shot. Count that one. The East All-Stars leads them down to 2 on the bucket from Harden.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
And here is Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half. It's been a tight matchup so far at Smoothie King Center. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage.
And that's it for half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Out there with Harden. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis at the 4. So that's it. Rick Popovich starts the second half.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. They've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. Gotta start putting bodies on bodies.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Irving. Gets the three-pointer to ball. Irving's got 6.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Harden kicks to Curry. Another miss by Curry. Now the East All-Stars with it. A 2-point game. Irving dishes to LeBron. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The East All-Stars shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Curry. Draymond Green comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Klay Thompson in for James Harden. Falling out, he's checked in for the East. Here comes in for Kyrie Irving.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 games beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kawhi Leonard keeps getting better year after year. The 2014 Finals MVP said, "I'm very confident with where I'm at. Every time I step on the floor now, I know I can be attacked. Offensively, defensively, shooting threes, working my way into the post, setting other guys up. Kevin, he can do it all."
He's grown into that role of franchise player, D.A. Great stuff. Thank you. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Leonard. George is checked in for the East.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that division. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Johnson kicks to Hayward. Screen by Cousins. In the corner, it's Westbrook.
to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shots in.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Now the East All-Stars with it. On the court for the East All-Stars, we've got Anthony. DeRozan out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's LeBron James. And it's Butler in at small forward. Irving can't hit. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Thompson. Passes it to Curry. To take the lead. That one doesn't go. Curry's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Anthony, the pass to James. Jordan with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And it's Leonard missing. And here are the East All-Stars now. Butler dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Anthony. And DeRozan kicks to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Irving. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you one.
The pass to Davis. Outside for Curry. Feeds it to Leonard. He dishes it to Jordan. And the layup's good off the bench. Checked in for the East. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game. We've got to make plays.
Timeout call here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against DeRozan. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the miss by Harden.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover. Just couldn't convert.
Irving against Curry. And finished off by DeRozan.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air. He's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defending well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
And here are the East All-Stars now. leading by 5, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. That's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
And the West All-Stars have possession. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Easy ball. $15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Irving. So the East All-Stars win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight. And I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
It was amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Kyrie Irving.
This was one of those what I call microwave games with Kyrie Irving. He got hot, and he stayed hot. How could you ask anyone to do anything more from the point guard position? Inside, outside, creating for his teammates. Kyrie had it going on tonight.
At home, Ernie, on the road, Kenny, doesn't matter. This guy is impossible to handle when he gets rolling. The crowd was doing its best to fire this guy up and get him to respond, but nothing worked. He was too much for him. Great night from a great, great player.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.